In today's video, I'm gonna break down the exact steps that we took to generate way over plus 10, right now way over $11 million in sales under 12 months for these specific organizations that we work with just by using data analytics, right? I'm gonna break down the challenges they were facing, the goals and the results, and of course the quantifiable results that we were able to achieve working with them under 12-month period. Now, basically for this organization called DealFuel, which was named previously in Unbound, is helping e-learning companies, informational companies manage sales team, and currently is a marketplace platform for recurring and staffing sales reps, sales roles for technology organizations, meaning they're collaborating with leading e-learning, educational, and tech corporations such as YC-backed startups, PayPal, and beyond, right? And we were able to generate that way over plus $10 million in revenue in sales under 12 months period of time, improved the data quality and increase in conversion rates throughout the whole funnel from marketing, sales, and so on and so forth, and of course saved over plus 60 hours in a week per specific person, either that be executive, CEO, and so forth, on manual processes, right? Now, what challenges have they been facing with? They encountered multiple hurdles as like dispersed data sources. Data is dispersed, scattered across whole enterprise, making it very difficult to comprehend and to be able to use it, to be able to utilize the data effectively, to make better data-driven decisions, spot bottlenecks, and so on and so forth, right? They depended on pre-made tools like Google Sheets, which caused a lot of stress and loss of over 100 of hours per employee trying to make sense, creating reports, reporting to a specific executive, reporting to a sales team, and so on and so forth. The third step is the third challenge they were facing is the inability to identify the bottlenecks and the insights into their sales team performance, meaning they were trying to figure out what happened, why are they not performing, why are they whenever we hire new sales rep, why are they churning, attrition rate was high, and so on and so forth, and what is the reason they're not performing and achieving their quota, and so on and so forth. That doesn't mean it's the sales rep problem. It can be the sales process, marketing, and so on and so forth, right? They needed to find out the reason, what was truly the root cause of that current situation. And of course the unscalable infrastructure, as their user acquisition was raising and user base was raising, and of course it was necessary to hire more employees and more sales reps and agents, caused a big friction, meaning it was a total chaotic environment, which they weren't able to trust the data anymore, because everybody's were creating their own reports. Everybody was using Google Sheets and off-the-shelf tools, and it was very unscalable infrastructure because they were utilizing it. They had a lot amount of data, and their current infrastructure just couldn't support their current scenario, situation, and of course down the line as well. Now, of course, their goal was to have a holistic view and understanding of their data, meaning they wanted to effectively utilize data more and more to be able to gain an edge in the marketplace, uncover true insights, bottlenecks inside of their sales department, and of course all across their other departments as well, and of course have everything in one accumulated unified location to report for their executive board members, and of course for their sales leaders and executives to use to able to spot bottlenecks, identify the issue in their sales team performance, right? Their aim was to able to utilize that data to increase the sales team performance, utilize it to finally rely on data, save times and hours in the manual process of trying to make data sense at all, and of course increase pipeline conversion rates, increase pipeline velocity, decrease sales cycles, increase average deal sizes, and of course increase commission earnings from the sales reps, so they're able to stay on the team and of course perform and deliver the results over and over again. Of course, the goal was to start at the sales department, because we identify when we did a data strategy assessment, we identified that was the key priority department to start, which was the lowest hanging fruit, meaning that it would deliver the highest ROI in the first 30-60 days and was the most feasible to do. right? Before moving in the other departments, marketing, sales, finance, and so on and so forth. Now, the results, basically what we've done. Here at Stella, our big thesis is, if you haven't watched the previous videos that we posted, which was all about was about our protocol of how we were able to turn the raw data into actionable insights, right? Now, at Stella, basically the goal, our whole thesis is that to be able to achieve the highest adoption, become a data-driven company, and achieve a high ROI with data analytics, BI, you need to emphasize on a data strategy. So with the data strategy, what is the big thing with the data strategy? The big thing is you need to interview each stakeholders, that be either on the company level, department level, and of course end user level. We had to understand their goals, needs, priorities, technologies that were currently utilized, how was their decision-making processes, business processes, how was the whole business even working and making money, who was in charge of some stuff, what was how are the current data analytical roles or data stewardships were assigned, meaning who was changing these spreadsheets, were they even tracking some previous results, was there any past trackers that they were using, and of course then in the stakeholders interview, we also deep dive into their decision-making processes, which is basically utilizing actionable insights framework to remove all of the surface level information metrics that majority of the dashboards are filled with, and trackers which don't move the needle, and just fill them with the things, okay, the business questions and the answers that are truly moving the needle for the company, aligning their goals, needs, and priorities of the company, and of course of the end user, right? We also defined the key metrics, the definitions, the data sources, and of course making sure there is an exact stakeholder alignment between each executive, board members, and of course inside of the sales department as well, so everybody agrees on the exact definitions of the metrics that are going to be presented inside of the analytical solution, and they're going to be utilized, meaning there is no chaotic environment anymore. After that, we created an exact timeline, okay, a roadmap, and prioritize everything. As I already said, we started at the data strategy, the sales department, and we created a roadmap to know exactly what at every single time they look at it, what's currently happening, what are currently the priorities, what are the lowest hanging fruits that we're going to start, what are the metrics and the insights that we're going to start in the alpha version. The alpha version is the first initial version that we provide to the end user, so they're able to use the data as fast as possible, and we gain feedback and improve it alongside the way, because you are not able to utilize data and know their capabilities if you're not utilizing it at all, right? You need to actually utilize the solution, utilize the data, and of course improve it on the go, so it constantly adapts to your goals, needs, and priorities. Okay, that's one of the theses, if you watch the previous video, to understand why this is so important, to increase the adoption rates and of course increase the ROI. Because the last thing that here is very important is we work in terms of sprints, cycles, a quick iterative approach, making sure the adoption is at the highest percentage rates, and we receive the feedback and any changes at the exact moment that it has to. Basically, we're constantly collaborating very close to the teams to know and make sure the data constantly delivers the value and constantly adapts to the business changes in their life cycle. Now, the next steps, maybe even if I go in here and showcase some of the examples, let me just go in here. Yeah, I'll showcase you guys exclusively some of the roadmaps of our process. If you haven't watched the previous video, it would be very good to watch it. I will link it down below as well inside of the description, so you can go and watch it there as well. Let me just quickly open this as well, so you're able to see what exact roadmaps and the whole data strategy playbook you're able to see. Here's an example of the difference between actionable insights. Let's say when we utilize actionable insights framework, let's say a lot of people track close rates, which is good, but it's not an insight. Insight is something that will raise a question, answer a question, it will propel you to act more further and to achieve business outcomes, strategic outcomes. And here's a comparison between the surface level KPI, let's say close rate. Actionable insight could be conversion rate drop between stage proposal and negotiation stage, takes 3x longer than any other stages, and has lowest conversion rate inside of the pipeline. Right? Why is it important? Well, we are losing a lot of time, which is, if the goal was to decrease sales cycle, well, here's the reason. And if the goal was to increase closes, win rates, revenue, and so on and so forth, Here is the reason why we are not closing deals. Well, it was between those two stages, and now we can fix it, right? You're able to see that. And here's an example of what I said: top company level, department level, end user level. We pick tools that aligning your current goals, needs, and priorities. Department assessment is prioritization metric, which we assess where we should start. High business value, high feasibility. Prioritization metrics for the high business, for the metrics and solutions, right? As you can see here. And of course the roadmap, how it looks, the roadmap, they're able to see exactly what things are happening. Here's the solution, okay, sales analytical dashboard, and of course exact things that we are working with. So they're able to know and understand everything what's working and what is the current priority right now, right? Now let's move forward. Let me see where it is. Yeah, data analytical infrastructure. Now, because we dig deeper inside of their stakeholders, we conducted the stakeholders interviews, the executives, and we talked to them, and we assess the whole organization to the team. We know exact tools and technologies to pick to achieve their current needs, and of course to make it scalable, and of course align their current goals and needs priorities with the tech. And this is very key because we're not starting at technology, we are starting at the strategy part. What technology did we pick? Well, basically we pick the ETLs to extract the data from the CRMs and finance. Of course, there was also some manual input from the sales reps because we wanted to track end of the call reports and so on and so forth, which we made it the exact process to be the most frictionless as possible, without relying on manual processes and of course wasting hours and hundreds of hours of their time. We deployed that on the server. We utilized Airflow for workflow management, like orchestration tool. Later on down the line, we switched it to something else, but the Airflow was the key. And we utilized for data warehouse BigQuery. And of course, Looker Studio for data visualization, aka BI. And here is the exact solutions that we developed. You're able to see here. They're able to answer every single question that we designed and we uncovered inside of the data strategy part. Of course, this is the alpha version. Of course, it's going to just get improved more and more. So they're able to see the exact revenue, their sales process, bottlenecks. They're able to see exact things where answering the questions like, are we doing good or bad? How bad or good are we doing? Automatically pay commissions to the sales reps. And of course, seeing things like end of the call reports, meaning getting alerted in the email or Slack and seeing here what happened after each call, after each sales reps takes it, meaning after each engagement with the lead is taken, and of course the sales call begins and ends. They're able to exactly see the live data of what happened and how much commission they earned and so on and so forth, right? And here's also a quick demo. I'm not going to play the demo right now, but you're able to see the exact this solution that is here above, one pager. And of course I'm not going to show the exact every single thing, but here's one of them that we developed for this specific organization, and they were able to see it. Basically, you're able to watch this video and see the whole demo video of this exact solution above. Now, so to summarize, we continue to support in Outbound, which is previously now currently is made DealFuel, pardon for that, as their data partner, focusing on the other departments and increasing their overall data maturity, which, if you don't know what data maturity is, how effectively are they utilizing data more and more so they're able to increase their revenue, profit, EBITDA, and of course gain a competitive edge, and of course achieve their current goals and needs and priorities, right? And since working with them, they've generated way over $10+ million in sales, increasing their MRR from a couple of thousands. I wrote here 100K by mistake, but it was a couple of thousand. Why? Because here is an example. It started with a few thousand and they're able to scale way along that and track way over 11 million in sales, right? They were able to achieve them because we started with them basically close to zero, right? And they were able to generate way over $10+ million in revenue in sales, increasing it from a couple of thousands to all the way plus 800K per month by gaining insights into their sales department and identifying their sales process and so on and so forth across their organization. They saved over 50 hours per week for executives and stakeholders by eliminating the manual processes such as searching for data, analyzing, reporting, presenting it. Everything was automatic by this scalable infrastructure that they had in place. Increased sales team performance and constantly achieving quota attainment, and of course other conversion rates as sales pipeline velocity, win rates between two stages, shortening the sales cycle, and so on and so forth. And of course, they're able to finally rely on clear data, defined metrics, governance practices, and definitions, meaning there is no misalignment between two teams, between two departments, between two executives, and so on and so forth. You're able to screenshot this and post the video, which shows us the CEO and the founder dev telling their experiences with us and what we have done with them. You're able to even see the proof here. Another one proof has popped $8+ million in sales. Another one, here's when we did the 4+ in cash collected. They were able to scale very, very fast. And of course, here another couple of testimonials from the Twitter, aka X now, just more reviews and testimonials. And basically, now let me just go in here. If you want our offer to you as you watch this video, if you want to turn your raw data into actionable insights to increase your revenue, retention, EBITDA, and gain your edge in a competitive market by implementing a custom analytical ecosystem end-to-end and acting as your data partner, making sure the data constantly evolves and adapts to your current goals, needs, and changes to gain your competitive edge. We will guarantee you 100% adoption, increase the data-driven decisions, revenue, retention, EBITDA, and of course having insights that you weren't aware that existed before. And you will get all of this for a fraction of the cost of the in-house team for 0.013%. And you get all of these available team of data engineers, analysts, AI and machine learning developers, maintenance and improvements, full-time support, data strategy and assessment development, strategic data partner, data architecture development, custom ETL development, data quality assessment, data governance development, analytical dashboard development, implementation, actionable insights reports, meaning our analyst, and because we have strategic knowledge of the business side and of course the analytical side, we are able to bridge the gap between those two, analyze your data, and of course report to you by delivering your reports filled with actionable insights, meaning these are all of the reports that are things that you're able to see, raise the question, of course automatically act on it to achieve your current goals. Advanced analytical solution, data roadmap, data maturity assessment and development, weekly, monthly feedback calls, and of course data warehouse implementation, and more and more and more. And how to get started, you can book a call with our exploration team down below for a free data strategy assessment. I guarantee you after that call you will be able to see possibilities with data that you can utilize ASAP on your own and see insights and metrics and custom features that you're able to utilize now with the data you have to achieve your current goals. And if you need more proof, you can check the link down below under the social proof to see the reviews, read the case studies like this one, and see you soon.